Hello, my zesty Aquarius. It is Lee. Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. And we're going to start doing weekly readings. And I say we, but I really mean me. I'm going to start doing weekly readings. So this is going to start today to next week on Sunday. Now, the weird thing about my readings is that it can be, it could have happened this week. So it could be talking about, today could be talking about the aftermath of what you just experienced this week, and it could lead into the following week or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aquarius. Please keep in mind that these messages may not resonate, and that's okay if they don't. Also keep in mind that if there are repeating messages, you're going to have to listen to them in order for you to move on to your next quest, okay? Alright, so the question is, what does Aquarius need to know right now for the upcoming week? How y'all doing, by the way? How is the weather? Is it starting to cool off where you are? I hope so. That was a good shuffle. One more. Okay, we're going to end it right there. Okay, well, be that way then. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull in some energy. For whatever reason, I feel exhausted. So some of y'all need to rest. Okay, so the first card out is Higher View. I will be using my booklet because I've never seen this card before in this deck. Plus, this deck is new. We have Spirit of Gratitude. Beyond the Ordinary. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Tender Embrace. All right. So before I look at the booklet, I want to say that there is an experience of elevation that is going to emerge this week. Being able to see a perspective, or change your perspective, seeing the overall picture is what I'm feeling. And we have the Spirit of Gratitude, that is saying to kind of loosen your grip of what you're wanting and focus on what you currently have at this time. And I know that that's annoying to hear. Even for me, I'm tired of people saying, well, you're going to have to appreciate what you got. And I'm like, but I want something else. But that's the thing. You have to learn to appreciate what you have. Think about children. They want something so bad, but their tiny attention span naturally gives them the desire or the urge to want something else. So, but that's, you know, that's something that they can't control. However, you can as an adult. So understand that what was blessed to you before, just take that time to enjoy that. Don't be greedy right now. And things take time because you may not be ready for some of these things to happen that you're wanting to happen. So beyond the ordinary, I'm going to have to look at this one because I'm not for certain what that one means. I guess naturally I could say that this is stepping out of that comfort zone and experiencing things that are beyond the ordinary. Like, okay, this is something that I'm not used to, obviously. And kind of adjusting yourself to the new vibrations. Because with tender embrace, this is saying to express compassion at this time. And the way that you treat yourself, you will naturally be able to treat others the exact same way. So I'm thinking that this is a journey of the self that you're enduring right now. So for some of you, you are, or if not all of you, you are going through a form of transformation at this time. So before I continue, let me go ahead and I just now realized that this is in the 40s because this is number 41, this is number 43, and then we have number 45. So fours to me signify balance, okay? But since this is 4 plus 1, this is a challenge. And then the 4 plus 3 equaling 7. This is kind of reaping the harvest and being patient, being still and appreciating what has been given to you. And then we have beyond the ordinary, 5 plus 4 or 4 plus 5 equaling 9. You're one step closer. That's how I look at that. And then of course 22, 4 is, so it's like a balance, a solid foundation of some sort. So I'm wasting time. Let's get in here and see what this is talking about. So it says, seeing from a higher perspective, consciousness, neutrality, letting go of judgment and assumptions, non-attachment, the ability to remain unbiased. So, like I said, this is elevating yourself to see the whole picture of something, okay? And like I said, it is important for you to exercise gratitude for the things that have been given to you. I feel as though I should tell you, don't take everything as a natural attack. Some situations happen just because they happen. Sometimes people think that, well, okay, if people don't understand something, the first thing they want to do is kind of attack it or question it, poke at it, if you will. Like, what is that? Why is this here? What, you know? But if you kind of look at yourself in a different light, I believe that other individuals will start to see how brilliant you are. So I feel like at this time it's saying to appreciate your circumstances and know that you're on the right path and that everything is happening the way that they're supposed to. And also be thankful of some of the circumstances that you're in right now. Don't focus on sandpaper people or, okay, it's just like you're at a family, because I just came from a family gathering, so this is what I'm using. You're around family, it's hot, you know, and there's, you know, you guys are cooking, excuse me, you're cooking, and but above all, the takeaway is the fact that you are surrounded by amazing family. And yes, it's hot, and you're having to cook in this or grill out in this hot sun, but oh my gosh, when that food is done, child, like those are the takeaways that you should be focusing on. So I'm saying, or not I'm saying, I believe that this is saying to really pay attention to some of the blessings that has been given to you. And above all, don't be a brat. That's kind of how I feel like. Don't be a brat. So let me look at number 45. And this is saying a mystical, inevitable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. The awareness that everything seen does not have to make sense. Okay. So, for some of you, I definitely say that this is internal affliction on the self. And most of you are thinking, why am I here? Well, you're meant to be here. I can't stress that enough. You're meant to be here. God makes no mistakes. The universe makes no mistakes. We make mistakes, but those mistakes are deliberate in order for us to learn from them. Everything has a reason. Okay, so please keep that in mind. But like it's saying, not everything needs to be explained. But at this point in time, it's asking for you to express more compassion towards yourself. Stop thinking that things are happening to you because you are who you are. The devil is a lie. Okay, those inner thoughts, the negative self-talk is a lie. People that are projecting that negative energy on you, they're a lie. Right. So we're going to see the clarifications of this so that we can dive a little deeper into what this message is talking about. So I'm not for certain if this is anything that's currently going on in the week. I mean, it might be. We'll determine that, but at this point in time, I just know that it's time to look at something from a different perspective, to kind of see beyond the scope. Like, you think that you know what's going on, but you'd be surprised if you just, and the fact that she's on this owl. Owls represent wisdom. So sometimes there's an inner knowing, but we don't listen to it from time to time because our inner dialogue of intellect kind of, mutes it. So I think this is the time to really just be silent and reflect and express mindfulness and gratitude. So the first card out, a higher view. So there is something that you're really wanting and you're on the verge of giving up because you have not seen it. Please understand that things that you really want take time, And just because you don't see it right now does not mean that you don't deserve it. Great things take time. That's how I look at that. I'm also going to look at the booklet so that we can have an understanding of what this almost knocked that stuff over, of what that represents as well. But I see this as, you know, just kind of just being carefree about the situation and knowing that, you know, everything is in alignment as it should be, and just exercise that patience. Okay, so where is the Knight of Wands? So it's saying diligence, hard work, determination, steadfastness, building material, security, safety, being pragmatic, expansion, solely focusing on wealth, workaholic tendencies, being selfish, cold, laziness, taking harmful shortcuts, stagnation, feeling stuck, or being overly conventional. And so, okay, so there's like a little bit of everything going on here with this particular card. Because while it's talking about continuing the process, it also is talking about the desire to want to be lazy. And also lazy thinking. You don't want to take the time to think like, hey, maybe I should change the way that I handle things. Like I said before, and I've said this in another reading, and I felt bad for that, but at the same time I don't apologize for it, because there was a lot of, I felt like, whining coming from some Aquarius, because you're wanting, some of you don't even know what it is that you want. And so you decide to have this, you know, this sulking aura about you. And it's like an all or nothing type of a vibe. I don't know, but it's stifling. So if you just hold on, you know what I mean? And be diligent in your pursuit of whatever this may be. Also learn to allow yourself to expand. There is so much depth to you than what you realize. You just look at the mirror and you assume because you have basic bangs that you're like the ugliest person in the world, or because of the fact that you have a certain mentality, or people don't understand you, that you're offbeat. No, you're not. There is much more to you. But you have to, if you want people to see you and your true worth, you're going to have to understand your true worth yourself. Because what you put out into the universe, you're going to get right back. No one's going to cater to you. Okay? You're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. So the sulking, woe is me, that's not going to get you anywhere. So the spirit of gratitude, so with the Page of Cups here, you are blessed with situations that those would not believe to be possible. Kind of like a, when pigs fly scenario. But this is saying that you have the ability to manifest, so what are you complaining about? You're too busy focusing on the external factors, but not really acknowledging the internal factors that are allowing these external factors to come to life. I'm looking at my picture frame here, and it's by Zelda Fitzgerald, and it says, She quietly expected great things to happen to her, and no doubt that that's one of the reasons why they did. So a lot of you silently wished for these things, and the universe gave you these things, but then you throw a fit and you're like, but I want more. First, practice gratitude. Say thank you, okay? Because, like I said, you guys were in some situations that wouldn't have been given to somebody else. This was gifted to you for a reason. So take that time to really appreciate that. And don't stop dreaming. Just because one dream came to life doesn't mean that you cannot continue to dream. Okay? Just because you're uncertain of the future doesn't mean that you have to stop dreaming. Take advantage of the unknown. Create all kinds of scenarios that you could put yourself into to but expect this blessing. Like, be creative in that aspect. Next card, we have the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is pertaining to soulmate energy, whether it's a friend or a connection romantically. You're longing for someone that understands you, but understand that this is a two. So this is a balance. For one to understand you, you also have to be willing to understand them as well. Don't make everything about you. It's an equal give and take. They're going to pour their energy into you, and you should allow yourself to pour your energy into them. I also see this, like I said, because sometimes you don't need to understand something. Enjoy the thrill of not knowing what the heck is going on. So the universe is asking for you to trust it. Put your faith in it. Because together, you and the universe is going to accomplish a lot of amazing things. You get to learn so much. You will be expanding. You see what I'm saying? Through these experiences. It's going to get boring trying to know everything. Like, what if you did know every single thing? Yeah, you could say, well, at least I know I'll be safe, but would you? Because, no offense to geniuses, but some geniuses lack common sense. You know, that's like their Achilles heel sometimes. So just go with the flow and be easy on yourself. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. And I believe that what this is saying is the moment that you start treating yourself with more respect, all of your stress about how people perceive you, all of the things of the past is going to dissolve. So you will reach the end of all of those restraints. And there's a song from BTS called 0 O'Clock. And I believe that that's going to be your moment where you'll be able to enjoy the sunlight, because it's been so long since you've, enjoyed it. You'll have a moment of mindfulness. But the ultimate question is, like BTS asked, are you going to be happy? So focus on that. Okay, so let's continue with the reading. shuffling to where you could see it. My bad. There we go. And one more. I'm on a TV dinner tray, so I'm like trying to keep it sturdy and stable. Alright, so very strong energy right there. Alright. So the first card out is the Nine of Swords. So this is a blockage, clearly a blockage, because you have the weight of the world, or what appears to be the weight of the world, on your shoulders. And what I mean by that, you're internally taking in the vibes of these individuals. Don't take everything so personal, because oftentimes someone who is dealing with shame or a dreadful past, these are passed down patterns, and they need to learn how to stand up and call it out for what it is. So if you have an individual that is always, first off, they always got something to say, then, and what I mean by that, like, they don't like the way you dress, they don't like the way you look, they don't like the way you sound, they don't like the way you smell. It's just, you just annoy them for whatever reason. That's a them problem, because there's something that's going on with you that to be honest with you, it's a reverse effect. There's something about you that they like, but they don't want to admit that, because it's something that they know that they're lacking. But they are projecting this energy on you. This may not even be your energy. This could be the very same person that is trying to make you feel like crap, and you being sensitive to that energy, you're taking it on as your responsibility. And sometimes you have to stop and you have to ask yourself, is this even my energy? Why am I all of a sudden feeling this way? Because I was cool until so-and-so said what they said. Please know that God makes no mistakes. He does not make any mistakes. You are wonderfully and fearfully made. Fearfully, because you have the ability to bruise the head of the snake. Crush the heel of the, I'm sorry, not the heel, I'm getting it backwards. But basically smash the head of the snake that tries to make you think that you're not good enough. The only thing it could do is nip at you. But you have the ability to pull that venom out of the wound and heal yourself. You have a certain time frame before that venom takes over the mind completely. So, like I said, some of this energy that you're experiencing is not your own. I guarantee half of it is not your own. But you have to take it upon yourself to take those blankets off and realize, like I said, you are one step closer. Do not become a victim. Stop imagining situations that does not pertain to you. I believe that this is the same energy that I have suggested before. So this tells me that you are not listening, dear Aquarius. I need you to listen and understand the importance that you are holding yourself back because of fear-based energy, and you are taking it personal. You're taking someone's opinion of you personal. That says a lot about them, not you. Like I said, that sounds like a them problem, not yours, sweetheart. So we have the Lover's card. Exercise that gift of gratitude, being mindful of all of your blessings. Some of you are wondering, okay, well, is this going to be the end? Can I still receive blessings? Absolutely. The Lover's card is the divine yes. I also believe that you are divinely protected. The universe is going to watch over you. Don't think for 1 second that those that make you feel some type of way, and this is not a jab saying that something negative is going to happen to them, but the universe is going to deal with those that have harmed you accordingly. But that is none of your business, nor is it my business. However the universe wants to handle them, that's between them and God, okay? But what I know is that you are protected and that you need to get with it and stop taking on people's burdens. Also, stop trying to play the victim, and that is for some of you. Don't try to manipulate the situation for people to have sympathy for you. That gets tiresome. I believe I said this before. So just chill out with that, okay? So we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, to me, this is talking about, like, it's a give and take. Like I said, you want the universe to bless you. You're going to have to allow yourself to want to be blessed. You silently do it, but you also need to confidently do it. And the tender embrace. This is saying when you express compassion to yourself and you empower yourself, you will no longer need validation from anybody, because you will already know that you got it going on. And not just got it going on, you also know that you're flawed. It's okay to not be perfect. Not everything has to be perfect. That perfection would be boring. That's why we get so, like, it reminds me when I was washing my sheets. I washed my sheets and everything, washed my bedding, took the time to spray perfume on it. It was just, you know, just beautiful. It smelled fresh. And I had the audacity, and this was my fault, okay? This was definitely a me problem. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like eating on my TV dinner tray. I'm just going to have my spaghetti on my sheets. And you know what I did? I made a mess. My perfectly washed sheets became soiled. I was so mad. But that's the thing. We get irritated when something ruins our perception of something. But that's the beautiful thing about life. Life is fair to us because it's not fair to no one. So that's how you have to look at it. I'm not yelling at you, by the way. I'm just passionate. All right, so we have the the Eight of Swords here. So this mental trap that you're in, this is your own doing. I'm not going to allow you to blame anything else, okay? Your past happened to you. My past happened to me too. And also it happened to the person that's beside you, or another person that just so happens to be cross-watching when reading this, or I'm sorry, listening to this reading. Everybody had to go through a rough past of some sort. They might have had a beautiful childhood, but they might have had to deal with bullies in school or whatever the case may be. We all have experienced some type of conflict. But the thing is that you have the ability to untie yourself from this circumstance and keep it moving. Stop trying to play victim. No one is going to save you. Let's go ahead and just say it like that. No one is going to save you. Why? Because you have to save yourself. When you realize that this is all in your mind, you're going to chuckle at this and you're going to keep it moving. You may not believe me right now, but you will. You be like, I see what she's talking about. I guarantee it. It all starts with taking a higher view. Look over the situation. Elevate yourself. And I guarantee you that when you elevate yourself above the situation, you're going to be able to see that there's a path right behind it. I'm just saying. One more. Yeah, Aquarius. You have to take that choice, or you have to make that choice. If you want happiness, you have to be the one that makes you happy first. Stop relying on people to do that for you. We are flawed. Okay? Sometimes we make mistakes. That's part of our DNA. Sometimes we're going to accidentally hurt your feelings. Sometimes we're going to intentionally hurt your feelings. But it is based on how you allow these things to affect you. And I had to learn that myself. Because I was going through an internal struggle myself. Now, I had a family reunion with the same individuals that I thought hated my guts. But I had the ability to sit back and watch my family that I was about to forsake and throw off to the side. I paid attention, like, yeah, they might be crazy. They might have made mistakes. But gosh, they're so freaking beautiful. This is my people. They are my people. And I cried. That was my look, I'm getting teared up thinking about it. Like, y'all don't understand how much anguish that I was going through. It affected everything that I did. One of the reasons why I was having a hard time doing readings was because I was holding on to the thought that I wasn't good enough because of their actions of the past. Some of the things I couldn't help because it happened unexpectedly. But I did have the ability to let go of it, and I refused to. I continued to hold on to it. And I'm excited to see what the universe is going to bless me with, because it kept nagging me through my readings. Let this stuff go so we can bless you. Change your attitude so that you will be able to let your light shine. I think that it was even starting to bleed in my readings. I felt like I was a little more aggressive than I should have been. So I had to take a break just for a couple days to see it. But the good thing about it is that The decision to be still for a moment was in perfect alignment with what the universe was wanting me to see. The moment I was sitting myself down and took in the situation, God was showing me everything that I needed to see. And I made the choice that I was going to choose myself, not these thoughts, not weighing myself down because of the actions of other people. No, I didn't want to do that no more. And so now it's time for you to do the same thing, Aquarius. Stop looking for other people to save you. Some of this is self-inflicted. If it was based on a poor choice, embrace the fact that it was a poor choice, but don't beat yourself up for it. Learn from it and move on. Stop sulking, okay? My toilet is running. It's driving me nuts. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. So, let's continue. We have one more. Oops, did I shuffle this already? I can't remember if I did or not. Oh well. If it was meant to be, then it will be. Shuffle it one more time. Yeah, like there is something looming over y'all's head, and I get it. Trust me when I tell you I get it. I was holding on to years of toxicity. I didn't want to forgive nobody for what they did to me or what I thought they did to me. I treated them like they committed the worst crime that you could in your entire life. And I didn't realize how that was affecting them. Because I'm pretty sure there were times that they wanted to reach out to me, but I made them feel like they were nothing. Why? Because I was like, well, you made me feel like I was nothing. You're nothing. And I'm going to be honest. Aries has a deadly a detachment. When they are done, they're done. There are a lot of people that's like that, but I don't know. It's just something with me being in Aries. I just know, like, I will hold on to a grudge until my deathbed, and then I will leave you to the point to where you'll wonder if I'm going to come back and haunt you. But see, in me saying that right now, I'm mindful of how I can be. That's why it's good that I can correct that the moment that I feel that bubbling up. Look, growing up, transitioning for the better is never easy. It's so easy to fall back into your previous patterns. But taking that step to break yourself from it, child, listen. All right, so we have the what is this? Yeah, the 6 of coins. The Roman numerals throw me off. So, this is about give and take. If you are wanting respect and validation, talking about it right here. If you're wanting respect and validation, then you have to love yourself enough to put up boundaries so that you will be able to tell the difference, because I feel as though you are a filter. You are tap water, and you don't even have a lid on this container. Okay, and you're getting all kinds of dust particles, ants and bugs flying all up in your spirit. Protect your energy, okay? But above all, surround yourself with loving energy because they do exist. This is telling me that they exist. You are around individuals that do care about you, that want the best for you, that are dreaming the same things that you do, but you're pushing them away. I don't want to hear about your mental wellness. At least you could try. Some of you use your mental wellness or illness, you use it as an excuse. And that's not okay. It's an equal give and take here. And I feel like I have the right to say that because the universe is saying, tell them. It's an equal give and take. You can't expect for somebody to put in and you don't do anything at all. And then you be like, oh, well, it's because, no. Take accountability for your actions. And that means even how you perceive things. Ask questions if you're concerned. Okay? Next card we have is the Tower. Again, and this is right above the Eight of Swords. And then, like I said, it's okay to dream. That spirit of gratitude. All of that. Are you on the right path? And it's saying yes? Yes. Get out of your own belief system. I think that some of you, like I said, have taken on somebody else's burdens or a lot of people's burdens, and you have built this tower up. But the beautiful thing about the tower, especially with it being Rapunzel's golden hair, meaning that the truth is illuminating from you, you can escape. You can escape. You can escape. Okay? We have the Devil. This is fear-based energy. You're scared of the unknown. I get that. We all are. You're not the only one. Okay? You're not the only one. We're all scared to make a mistake. We're all scared of failure. Some of us are scared of success. Some of us are scared to be vulnerable. Some of us we're just scared to be scared. But please understand that these are all figments of our imagination. That's all that it is. I need you to understand this. These thoughts that you have is all in your head. And everything that people have said to you in the past, I rebuke them for saying these things to you because you are stopping your own destiny. You are divinely protected. God has his hands on you. You aren't going to die. You aren't going to have anything happen to you that God does not want to happen to you. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying and twist my words when I say that. And YouTube, I probably shouldn't have said the D-I-E word, but what I'm saying is there is nothing that's going to take you off of your path. Okay? Nothing. God has his hands on you. And I need you to today look at these circumstances and face them. Even if you have to be snot-nosed crying. Accept that you cannot change what you cannot change. Accept what you have the ability to control. And ask God to show you the difference between the two. Okay? Then we have the Star. See, this is beautiful. Your healing is on the way. Ask God to help you. Invite him to be a part of your life. You ain't got to tell everybody, hey, God's standing right here. He's going to be surveying the situation. They ain't got to know that. That means that you just look at the situation confidently, knowing that the universe got your back. I would do this right now knowing that the universe got got your back. I'm extending my time because I should have been done with this reading by now, but I am being told to continue to get this through your head. These are all illusions of the mind. You are protected. The universe is protecting you because you are something great and you don't realize. Stop asking, well, why am I going through this? It's because you had to go through it. You needed to go through this. You were the one for the job. Because there's going to be somebody who's going to be in that same situation as you. And you're going to be their hero. Even while you're going through what you're going through right now, you are inspiring somebody right now. Aquarius, are you hearing me? I need you to accept your past today. I'm not going to say I don't care. Because I do care. I've been there. I've had horrible things done to me in my past. Excuse me. But I chose to let it go. I'm asking you and pleading for you to make that choice to let it go. So let's go ahead and end your reading with some oracle cards. Again, I wasn't trying to lecture you. But it's because I love you. I don't need to know who you are to love you. I want what's best for you. Okay. One just fell out and revealed itself, so it is where it says to enjoy the tranquility of water. And it says to remove stress, immerse yourself in a soothing bath. Walk near a body of water or gently splash water on your face. So for some of you that have the ability to travel to a beach or wherever, be close to water at this time. And I think that's the perfect area for you to reflect and imagine the ripples of the water as your circumstances and your thoughts, and watch them float away. Stick your feet in the water, because you know that they say that the soles of your feet you know how they used to have those detoxing pads that you could put on the soles of your feet or whatnot, and it pulls all that toxic out? Do the same thing with the water. Let the water pull that negative self-talk, the insecurities, the imposter syndrome, the depression, the anxiety, the fears. Let the water pull that from your feet so that you can be replenished. Stop sensory overload, excuse me. And it says, if too much is coming at you fast, decrease your stimulation level. Take a break from people, dim the lights, and savor the quietude. Like I said, sometimes some of the things that you're feeling may not even be yours. It's someone else's energy. Next we have set clear boundaries. I knew this was going to come up. And it says, empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to your request or socializing less. This is the kind of self-care that creates more respectful and helpful or healthy relationships. Again, if you're wanting this, do yourself the honors of taking care of yourself first so that you can understand what compassion feels like. When was the last time you told yourself, I love you? Or are you used to no one saying it to you at all, so you don't even think that you should even tell yourself you love you? Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that to yourself. Ask a dream for guidance. And it says, dreams offer wisdom beyond logic. Tonight, ask the question before bed, and in the morning, write down the dream and look for an answer. Now, we had a full moon. I will tell you, I'm glad that this reading appeared because I was trying to do readings on, I believe it was Friday. And some of these messages are similar. Well, I had to trash every reading because the angle that I had everything in was off kilter. I was so upset because these messages were amazing, but the fact that it's still prominent. So, yes, and you got that exact same card. So I'm feeling as though this is saying that the universe is saying, okay, you got some questions. I want you to ponder on these. Ask us, and we're going to reveal to you in a dream what it is that you need to do. And the universe could use individuals that you respect, circumstances, symbology, whatever the case may be, to help you to understand the importance of what you need to understand. And at the bottom of the deck we have I was hoping to get this. Okay, it says opinions are the lowest form of knowledge. And it says, do not be thrown off by the opinions of others. Simply say, I appreciate your input and do what intuitively feels right for you. Yes, honey. Yes, I was so hoping that that card was going to come out because this is exactly what it is. Don't let nobody put their nonsense on you because they're only projecting that nonsense on you because that is how they feel about themselves. Okay? I don't care what the circumstance is. They talking about your weight. They talk about the way that you look. They talk about the way that you smell, the way that you talk. It don't matter. That's a them problem, baby, not yours, okay? So I need you to understand that you are wonderfully and fearfully made. I love you so much. I can feel some of you crying right now because it's not so much that you don't believe it. It's because there is somebody that you don't even know that can pull that energy from you. You are bound for greatness, sweetheart. I need you to start loving yourself, talking to yourself better. What they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Okay? Everybody does. But you can set up boundaries. You don't have to put up with that. I don't care if it's family or not. You can say, hey, I appreciate your input, or okay, whatever. And then go about your merry way. But be mindful. If it bothers you, be mindful of those feelings. Feel those feelings, but don't internalize them, okay? So if this message resonates for you, dear Aquarius, please hit that like button. Drop a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button and tell your friends about me. But most importantly, remember this. When life gives you lemons, always keep a zesty. Take care, Aquarius, okay? I don't want to read about this no more. I am excited to hear about what you have in store. But we got to get past this, okay? We got to get past this internal this blockage, okay? We got to get past it. Take care. Bye.